Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode. This is episode 19 of the JC and Ami Diaz podcast. Ami, how are you? What's going on?
Um, I'm doing great, but the weather this week is really hot, and I don't know. It's nice, but it's we get a lot of it's not bad weather, but it's like straight 100 degrees this week. But I'm
Yes.
doing good. I'm doing great. How about you?
Um, I'm not too happy.
Why?
I'm not happy at all, and it has to do with the cost of living in the US. If you go to the fuel pump and you have to make life decisions, should I eat or should I put gas?
Yeah,
Something is wrong in that math. Something is not working.
yeah,
And I'm not too happy about it. I think we should talk about it. The cost of living in the US is getting ridiculous. And our topic for today is why more older Americans are moving to the Philippines. Is the US becoming too expensive? That's our topic for today. And I think that would be a great conversation to have because I have to let a couple things out of my. I have to vent today. What do you think?
true.
All right, we're gonna do that. So we found a clip, uh, about a 2 minute clip where people are explaining, complaining or talking about the cost of living in the U.S. We are going to do the introduction to the show. We'll show the clip, and then me and you will have a conversation about it.
Yeah,
Does that sound good?
sounds good.
All right. So let's go ahead and start the show, and we'll
We'll be
be
right
right back.
back.
When you have $9 left to your name and that's not even enough for peanut butter and jelly.
You want to know why most of America is struggling? Because the price of groceries have gotten absolutely insane. I went to the store this morning and I got stuff to make like 2 meals and it was $78. I could probably go to any number of restaurants in the Green Bay area for that price, but that's not really in the budget either. So what are we doing here?
This is what life is like in America. Let me just put this in perspective for you all. I just watched a creator on here who's in Portugal right now. She got it looks like an entire week's groceries, plus like a mat and like shampoo and conditioner and like insane amounts of stuff, wine, coffee, fruit, vegetables, everything for her family for 100 USD. We are ordering Taco Bell right now and it's coming out to $75. So don't tell me for 1 second that this country is better in any way.
Okay, all of my Californians, what are we doing? Are we grocery shopping still, or are we just eating out for the week? Because I just spent $182 on groceries. And I didn't even buy 5 proteins. I bought 4 proteins. And no junk food, like no cereal, no waffles, no chips, none of that. I literally got proteins and veggies and fruits. $182.
So today I went grocery shopping for my elderly mom, and she asked me to pick up some Hungry Man dinners. You know, like the TV dinners that we had in the 70s, that's what we used to call them. So I was looking at them. They're $8.50. $8.50? That's just ridiculous, right? So of course I didn't buy those. So I went over to the fresh area and I bought her some fresh there was meat and cheese and some buns and stuff like that. It was a little bit more reasonable than buying these bloody Hungry Man dinners. Like, it's just ridiculous. I don't know what people are supposed to do, you know? She's older and she's retired. She can't afford these crazy prices. I don't know. Anyway, I just had a rant.
Groceries are so expensive. Groceries are so expensive. And I know that we all know this and we're all thinking it, but for science, I ran a little experiment. I'm putting in a Instacart order. So I go to my Instacart history and I say, let's see what we spent this time last year. So I go to my Instacart history, July 17th of 2025. I put an order into Instacart in my same town at Sprouts. Fun fact, if you don't know it, Sprouts does not charge a markup on Instacart, so you pay in-store fees. We ordered 21 items, $135.66 was the total on those 21 items. Instacart has a little reorder button, so you can literally add the exact same items to your cart. So I did that. I added the exact same items to my cart, same store, same city. Those exact same 21 items are now $196. That is a 46% increase in your grocery prices. There is nothing on this list that is different from what we ordered last year. Exact same items. 46% increase. So if you're feeling like everything is a little bit more expensive and that your budget isn't going as far as it used to, you're not imagining it.
Hey, we are back with you guys. Welcome back. Before we start, I want to say thank you to our subscribers.
Yes.
Like always, thank you for giving us the support that we need. We got another subscriber this week. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
Yeah.
We try the best to do great content every week. We try our best to find great topics to talk about, to engage,
Yeah.
And as long as you guys keep on giving us support, we will continue to bring great content for you guys. So we just wanted to say thank you.
Yeah, it's
Right.
awesome that there are people admire us and they really like our videos. It
Yes.
helps us and want us to do more. That will
Yes.
help.
It keeps us motivated.
Yes,
keeps us
true.
motivated.
Thank you, guys.
Yes. So let's get right into it. So, you guys just watched, we showed you guys a clip where we have about 2 minutes of people just venting pretty much, just letting everybody know what's going on in America with the situation, with the inflation, the economy. I mean, this is getting to a point where it's getting out of hand. And as you guys just saw, you watched several people talking about how some products, you can go to the store and buy 6 or 7 products, and easily you could be paying $187 to almost $200 for 7 items.
Yes, that's what happened to me the last week.
How many items do you buy and how much do you spend?
So, because it was separate, right? The other one is 92, the other one is 93. And it's like the other receipt is like, I think I bought 7 items, not more than 15 items. And the other one too. And I was shocked because I only bought one lotion, stuff for me, women's stuff, like lotion, sunscreen. I bought one bread, the wine bread, and then the one $12 clothes, and then mostly like, and also one mostly like only I bought one lotion, like stuff for me, and one what do you call that, the banana chips, and that's, I know there are some, but I didn't buy more than 15 items, and total it's 180, almost 200. I was shocked, like, because I'm using the other card and I was short, so I have no choice but to use my credit card.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But that's showing you guys how all these promises that were made to the American people were broken promises. It's just the way it is. I have to say it. All the promises that were made to us were broken promises. We are having people, for the first time in the U.S., there are more people moving out of the U.S. than coming into the U.S. for the first time in a long time. Because especially retirees, people who are retired, they are having to move, and people who are still working, who are still active, they're having to move out of the US to other countries, especially those retirees and people who have remote jobs, people who can work online and stuff, who can work from home. Well, they're looking to move into other places because the economy is simply getting more expensive. And everything is getting more expensive in the US. But meanwhile, we are spending billions of dollars in a war that won't end, in an endless war, but we don't have money to be able to keep inflation at a level that people can afford it. You know what I mean? And I think it's completely unacceptable. It is, because we have 350 million people in this country, almost 400 million people, and we all pay taxes. We pay so much taxes. The minute you get your paycheck, before you get your paycheck, they deduct. And the more you make, the more taxes they pay. And after you get that paycheck, after they take the taxes out of your paycheck, you get, depending on how much you make, it could be 27%, 15, 12, it don't matter what it is. Then you go buy groceries that are way more expensive than they were
You put your
before.
tax.
And then you have to pay another tax on top of that for a sales tax on groceries. And I think we're getting to a point where people
I'm moving.
are having to look for other opportunities, and they're looking for a way to extend their hard-earned dollars.
People want to have a comfortable life nowadays.
Yes, and people want to live comfortable, and
It's the convenient and like cheap stuff for them that they can able to buy those, especially the necessities like food. And I noticed that food are kind of expensive nowadays. Before we bought in $300, we bought a lot of food. Now it's like more than 300. We need to buy,
Yes.
especially if you buy fresh foods. It's really pricey nowadays. It's really expensive.
it's really expensive. And also, and there are still a few states where groceries are a little bit cheaper than other states, but in overall,
Yeah.
everything is more expensive. For example, in Oklahoma, the groceries are a little bit cheaper than they are in California, but they're still expensive in Oklahoma. They're still becoming more expensive.
Yeah, I noticed because I asked my coworkers. They said that it's not the same like before. My coworkers said like eating outside is like it's hard because it's too expensive, and then like one meal a day is fine for me because it's really expensive to buy more foods.
I'm guessing that if things are more expensive and you only eat once a day, well, the only positive thing I can see is that you are gonna lose some weight.
That's what they said. People say they make jokes to like skinny people, like, why
Yeah.
you're skinny?
'Cause
The
I'm
poverty.
Because I'm only eating once a day.
Because I'm poor.
And yeah, that's not a bad idea. In my case, that's awesome because it'll help me lose some weight
Well,
too.
poverty is not good.
Yes.
Not enough money to buy the needs and your wants. It's not
Yeah.
good.
So there are a lot of, especially a lot of retirees, people who are retired. They are moving to the Philippines and other countries because of the exchange of the dollar. Their money goes further in those countries. Like the minute you move, for example, from here to the Philippines, your money gets multiplied by 55.
Yeah.
If you think about it, because even though it's not over there, they don't use dollars, but it's the average is like 55 pesos to $1. So your money there goes way further. So a lot of people have been taking advantage of that and moving to other countries looking for ways to get out of this rat race, because this is what this is.
Yeah, and I would example that our neighbor, she got married to an American. They got married like last 2 years ago or three. Oh, yeah, last 2 years ago. And he said that he will not go back here in the U.S. He's like he married her and then stayed there. Like he's retired. He said that he will retire in the Philippines.
Yeah, I mean, I will do the same. If I was retired, I'm not in the age to retire yet, but if I was retired, think about this. If things are so expensive now, 12, 15 years from now, it's going to be almost impossible. I was watching a video and about how the economy is doing. And for the first time in the US, the average apartment is now officially $2,000. That's the average apartment. And I'm talking about 1-bedroom apartment. That's the average. That was the official. Obviously, there are still some apartments out there, depending on where you move, that are still going to be a little bit cheaper. But the average overall in the whole country is $2,000 for an apartment.
So expensive.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. I don't know what are we going to do? What are we gonna have to do to survive in this country?
Yeah.
What are we gonna have to do? If you think about it, the way things are going, someone who makes $100,000 a year is barely gonna be enough to survive. In the next 5 years, if the things continue to go the way they're going, you make $100,000 a year, you're not gonna be able to have a family. You're not gonna be able to have kids. You're not gonna be able to afford a family. You're gonna have to stay single because, and I think that's a type of like it's population control. I think that's what's going on.
Now I understand too that like Americans, like foreigners, why stay there in the Philippines, like retire there, like why not go back to their country, or like because I thought, especially in America, because America is known for one of the richest countries in the world, and you can see America is really well known for being America. You know what I mean? You can see in the movies, like we thought that people who live here are all rich. Like any job you can still afford to buy a house. You can still afford to buy like cars. And then I met someone in like foreign Americans married Filipino, or some of them they just want to move there, but mostly they married Filipinos.
Yeah.
And they don't want to go back here. Like, why not? Like, it's America. And our neighbors, she hasn't been here in the U.S. And it's like, he should petition her and bring her here in the U.S. because she hasn't been here. Or and then they say he don't want to go. He likes it there. And now that I'm here, it's if you work hard and then you save money, and then if you will retire in the Philippines, you will live a good life there.
You'll live a way better life than you live here. Let me tell you this: when you can, the difference, like right now, with the apartments hitting the average of $2,000 for a one-bedroom apartment in the Philippines, if you're a retiree, with $2,000, you can live a decent life over there.
A good life.
You're not gonna be a multimillionaire, but you live a decent life.
You're
And
like
you can afford all your bills plus an apartment over there.
your money is like one of the highest income earners, or like salaries that have that your top one. If the $2,000, like if you convert it to Philippine peso, like
It's
you're
good
like,
money over there.
yes, you can buy the.
Well, you're
needs
talking
and
about
wants.
110,000 pesos a month.
That's a lot.
That's good over there.
That's super a lot.
Yeah.
Like you can.
Can you raise a family of 2 kids
Yes.
with 110,000 pesos in the
Yes,
Philippines?
you can.
Yeah.
It depends, but for me, I think you can, because in our family we're 10, more than 10
Yeah.
siblings, parents, and then
Yeah.
nieces. But we don't like spend like more than like 100,000 pesos.
So and that includes all your bills and everything.
Yes, because I think it's because we're not that rich family too. But think about that, we're more than 10.
Yeah.
And you
That's crazy.
you went there, like you still have money left.
Yeah, yeah. I think that, I honestly, something's got to give. Like, I don't understand, what are we doing? Like, are we waiting that is the government waiting for people to get fed up and go out on the streets to do something? I don't understand, what are we waiting in order to fix this situation? Because I'm telling you right now, when you have a country with 350 million people, and you have a certain amount is the 1%, and you have the majority of the people that are gonna be struggling financially, and you have the 1% that are getting all the money, either people are gonna go out on the streets, or people are gonna start looting, or people are gonna do stupid stuff. Because think about this, if let's say that you pass by a house every day, right? And you are poor, and this house they're millionaires, and you pass by that house every day, and in your house you have, in your little apartment, you have your wife and two kids, and every day you go out, you pass by that house, and you're trying to make, you don't know that day what you're going to eat, and you pass by that house, and every time you pass by that house, it happens to be 12 noon, and they're all sitting there in the nice table with a banquet full of food, this table, right? Because these people are the 1%, and you stand by the window, and you see what they're saying, right? And you knock on the door and say, hey, would you mind, me and my family are hungry, we don't have anything to eat, can you give us a plate? No, and they tell you, no, we can't give you, we can't help you, just leave. The next day you cross by again, you're hungry, you haven't found anything to eat, you knock on the door and you say, hey, would you mind giving us a plate? And you can see that they're having the food there. This table is full. And they tell you no. The next day you go in again, now you're knocking a little harder. You're not knocking nice anymore. You're knocking a little harder and say, hey, I can see you have a full table there. You're telling me that you cannot give me one little plate for me and my family, for 4 people, and you have 10 people with a full table here throwing stuff out. You cannot give me a little plate. No, we can't help you. What do you think I'm going to do the next day? The next day, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to try and get in the house and steal the stuff. And guess what? That is what's going to happen. I'm not inciting people to do anything, but if we don't resolve the situation that's happening in this country, sadly, our country, something bad is going to happen in this country. Something bad is going to happen because people are going to get fed up. When have you seen that movie, The Purge? I can see it happening here. I can see it happening. People are gonna think about it. You have, let's say, 200 million people that cannot afford to buy food and feed their families because everything keeps getting more expensive and their salaries are not going up, but everything else is going up. What do you think those people are gonna do? Those people are gonna start looting. People are gonna go crazy. People are gonna snap and they're gonna do stuff and they're gonna go stupid stuff. They're gonna get in the stores. They're gonna start stealing stuff. Like we've been seeing it in California. They've been getting into the Walmarts and stealing stuff, getting inside Target and stealing stuff because people cannot afford anything anymore. It's ridiculous.
Like the basic needs is not a basic needs anymore. It's like it's very hard to buy now.
But here's the thing, though. We have money for a war. We have money for billions of dollars to spend in a war. We have money to help Israel. We have money to help Israel in the war. But we don't have money to feed the poor here in the country.
Should focus the people here.
What's going on in this country? Like, seriously, what is happening to our wonderful country? What is happening to this country?
It is really sad.
It's really sad, and there are still people who said we're moving to America. The American dream. This is turning into a nightmare. This is what this is turning. This is not a dream anymore. This is turning into a nightmare. I'm telling you, I'm not discouraging anybody from coming to America. This country is still great, but if we don't watch what we're doing, this country is going to implode from the inside. If we don't get a hold of what's going on, all those people that you saw on those clips complaining, there's millions of people complaining about the same thing.
I know that because I met a lot of people and they said how expensive it is. It's like, oh yeah, and before I don't take it seriously, but now that I work and I know the value of money here, it's like, it is really expensive.
It is getting super expensive.
And now that I know people are complaining, I can relate to them because you're now I work outside now and I encounter people, and then before it's like it's not real. It's just even a 50 cents, even though it's just only 50 cents, that increase the price, the more you add all of your stuff that you're gonna buy, it'll cost a lot.
Yes.
That's why it is super expensive here.
Let me tell you, the average apartment in the state of Massachusetts, 3-bedroom apartment I'm talking about.
Yeah.
A 3-bedroom apartment in the state of Massachusetts is close to $3,500.
Wow.
$3,500.
Where can I get?
Unless you have a family member, like when I moved to Massachusetts, when my dad passed away, R.I.P. Dad. When my dad passed away and I moved to Massachusetts, because my aunt owns the house, she let us move in there for $2,000. But that's not the real price. She did it because she's family. If it wasn't family, I would have been paying $3,000 to $4,000 for an apartment.
Wow.
How can anybody, a family of 4, survive like that? You cannot survive like that. The country
For
can.
an apartment?
Yes.
So how much more when it's like a house?
A house is, you're talking about $5,000 or more.
So expensive?
Let me tell you this. The country cannot keep going the way it's going. You know, we need to get together, both sides, and we know who we are talking about, both sides, right? We all need to come together and come up with a plan to save our country, because our country is too great and we pay too much. We pay so much taxes in order for things to be how high they are. We there's no way that with all the money that they collect from our pockets, we work and pay taxes, that they cannot afford to bring groceries down. That's one of in a country where people cannot afford groceries and cannot afford fuel for their cars and transportation. That's like the most important thing. The basic stuff is food. If you cannot feed a country, you're gonna have problems.
Yeah.
You're gonna have problems. And people here, yes, we're still living decent right now, but the way things are going, more and more expensive. If we don't do something, things are going to get bad. I'm telling you right now, love. Things are going to get bad. I can see it.
Feel sorry or like kind of or do you think those people who moved to the country have the best decision?
To outside of the country?
Outside the country?
Like to other countries?
Yeah, like moving to the Philippines, those Americans who moved to Asia.
Absolutely. I don't blame them.
Like, example, the Philippines, do you think they have the best decision or?
I don't blame them. I don't blame them for moving. Yeah, I don't blame them for trying to look for a way so their money can go a little further. I don't blame them for that. Absolutely. You need to do what you need to do to support your family.
To survive too.
Yes, you have to do what you have to do.
It looks like we need to survive here.
You have to do what you have to do to survive. You know what's crazy is a lot of people who live outside of the United States and want to come over to the United States, people think that the money here falls off the trees, that we pick up the money on the street, and that we all live like kings and queens in this country. Not everybody lives like kings and queens here. Not everybody does.
People work here and I mean, now that I'm here and I'm working, it's just that people from my country, not all of them, but I do relate those people, like it's easy for them to say like, you get money, like 100,000 pesos, you'll get it when you work. Like, yes, in the Philippines, if I send everything my money, but if like total everything, that money, if it's for me, I don't think it's enough for my salary for 2 person here, even a house.
Yes.
Like it's easy for them to say, people in my country, that oh, you're rich because you're already in America, but I'm here not only to work, but I'm here to live, and at the same time
bills.
there's taxes here, like your work, like everything, like.
And stuff is not free here.
It's not free.
You gotta pay for stuff here.
It's really hard. That's why a lot of older men, they marry Filipinas. Or
Yes.
some men move there, but mostly they marry Filipinas.
Yes.
They prefer living there than here. It's because their money. I met a lot of people older here, senior citizen. In the Philippines, mostly they retire. My parents, they retire at 60. My father already in the house, do whatever he wants. But here, even though you're 60, some of them, not all of them, some of those people I met, they're still working, still in citizen, and then, but they have the social security, right? Like you have the retirement.
But it's not enough.
That's what I know. Like, oh, so it means
Yeah.
the retirement's not enough. Like, and I was like, how come that person's still working?
Yeah.
He's still old. Like, you need to retire. You need to like.
And you don't
have a
get to
good life.
enjoy your life.
It's just that example. If the retirement is, I met someone. He's planning to live in the Philippines because his retirement is like 2,000, like 3,000. And if 3,000, example, the house is 2,000 or the
It's not
apartment.
enough.
That's why they go to work.
Yes.
And then, like I said, I want to move to the Philippines because my money is, I can live a good life there. Like, it's like 100,000 pesos or 200,000 pesos. And I can rent a house that is 30,000 pesos. There are 10,000 or 5,000 pesos a house. That is really nice already in the Philippines. And like, I still have like 150,000 if I have 50,000
For your bills, for
Yes.
whatever, food, whatever,
Yes,
you know.
that's why they move there, and then they prefer marrying Filipinas there, and then Filipinas they will say yes, why not? It's because, I live also if you make good money, then I'll go with you then.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's why and not like here, like I know that there are old people who are still working, and I was like, you need to retire, like not because. Like, I don't push you to retire, but it's just,
Yeah.
you need to have, like, be comfortable. I don't like, this is like you said, like, we don't want to work until we die.
Yes.
It's not good.
I'm telling you, this system is designed for you to work and work and work until you're 65 to 75, and then you retire, and then you have probably 10 years, and you're dead. You're gone. That's it. You literally spend your entire life from when you turn 18 all the way to 65 or 75, or in some cases, you can even stop working. You die in your job
Yeah.
because you cannot afford, you have to keep working at 80 because you cannot afford a 2-bedroom apartment. You cannot afford your medicine. You cannot afford, here you buy a house, your house, let's say that you paid off your house 10 years ago, but you're still paying taxes on that house. You still got to pay taxes. And if you don't pay it, the city will come and get it from you. They'll take your house. So you never own a house here. That's
And
the other thing.
I saw this in social media. It's like, I have this coworker. He has a lot of PTOs, a lot, because he always go to work. The next day, he died.
There you go. He didn't get to enjoy his life.
Yes.
Didn't go on
I was
vacation
really
somewhere.
kind of sad. Like, what's the purpose of this life? Like, yeah, we work to live. Like we need money. That's why
Yeah.
we work. But we need to enjoy
We don't work to live. We live to
work.
That's what we do.
Yes, but that's not what we're doing right now. It's just, if we don't work, we can't live here. Just we need money.
If you can travel and go on vacation, good for you.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, if you travel every month now, I don't know.
You're living a good life.
Yes, you're living an next super really duper good life. I want to know what you're doing if you're traveling every month.
Yeah.
So maybe
share us any tips.
Yes, give us some tips about what we need to do.
How do you have vacation every month?
So we can, if you can afford to travel every month,
Yeah.
please let us know so maybe we can go work where you work.
Really,
Because,
vacation
man,
like in our company, your company is like only one-time vacation.
I get a good amount of vacation, but not every month.
Yeah, there are people like in a year they went to like 5 times in the vacation to the other countries.
Yes, yes.
How they do that?
I don't know. But then on the other hand, you have people who cannot afford to take one day off. And this is America, one of the greatest countries in the world. And you have people, you have homeless people here. We have people who cannot afford a plate of food in this country. But we have money to fund a war. That's what I don't understand. We have money to fund wars. We have money to invest in armament, but we don't have money to feed the people. I don't understand that. Like, somebody, please, is anybody out there? I feel like I'm talking to myself, right? Like that Eminem song says.
Yeah.
Am I talking to myself? Am I going crazy? Like, what are we doing in this country? Like, seriously. I don't blame people for wanting to leave the country and move to other countries so they can make the money go a little bit further. Those people who move to the Philippines, great for you. If I was near the retirement age and I could do that, absolutely, I would go, because you get a great tropical country, beautiful country like the Philippines. You have beaches, you have rivers, you have mountains, you have great people living over there. As long as you respect the law and respect the people, and you get along with the people, you will live a great life in the Philippines.
In the Philippines, as long as you have money, you can live nice there.
Yes.
You can live peacefully there.
And not everybody's angry all the time. Like, that's the other thing. Because of how high the inflation is and how high everything is getting here, it seems like lately, I'm gonna say the last 5 to 6 years, everybody's angry in this country. Like, you have to be careful the way you talk to people outside on the street. Like, literally, I go to work and I don't talk to people, because you don't know when somebody's gonna snap.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes I'll be at the airport and you want to say hi to the person sitting right next to you, but at the same time you're like, if I say the wrong thing, this person might want to fight me. And people are always angry, and we have everything in this country, and people are always angry in this country.
Yeah, like it's a lot of like the basic needs is getting pricey, and especially the food is really the basic needs. What if people cannot afford that anymore?
People are gonna snap.
You are not you when you are hungry.
Yes. So imagine 200 million people that are hungry. 200 million people that are mad because they cannot find food.
Yeah.
What are they
It's
gonna
hard
do?
for
They're
them.
gonna destroy the country.
Yeah.
I'm
hoping will not, and the government will fix this, because
Yes.
it's you care. That's why people voted or choose you. It's because they see your potential that you can help the people.
Yes. But when
The
you do
citizens,
the
yeah.
opposite, nah, the math ain't mathing, baby. You know something? We love this country. I'm so proud to be an American. I'm so proud to be here, and I want the best for this country. I don't want to see these clips, these clips that we just showed you guys. People saying, that they can afford this, they can afford that. That's the last thing we need to see. In a country where almost 400 million people, 350, and everybody pays taxes here, and they make plenty of money in this country to feed people and to bring down inflation and prices. There's plenty of money. And we love this country, and we want the best for this country. We want the best for everybody. Everybody that's in this country. I wish you nothing but the best. But if things continue to go the way they're going, with everything going up, people are not going to be able to afford groceries, not going to be able to afford gas. They're not going to be able to afford electricity. Electricity is going up. Gas, propane is going up for food. Like, everything absolutely is going up. And if we don't do something in this country, something bad is going to happen in this country. And we don't want that. We love our country. I love this country. I honestly am waiting until I'm getting close to the retirement age because we're out of here. We're
you're
moving to the
We're
Philippines.
moving to the Philippines.
Yes, and that doesn't mean that I don't love this country. I love
Yeah.
America.
Yeah.
But the way things are going,
So now you can relate to the people who moved to the country, to the Philippines.
absolutely. I'm a Filipino already.
Yeah.
I'm a Filipino already. They adopted me. The Philippines adopted me. Thank you, Philippines. I love you because you adopted me. I'm a
Dominican Filipino.
I'm a Dominican American Filipino. And I cannot wait until I can retire, or we can retire one day, and at least do 6 months here and 6 months over there.
Yeah.
You know,
Because I love it here.
we love it here. We
I
love this country.
This is so beautiful.
But it pains me. It makes me sad to see people who cannot afford food, or who cannot afford this, or who cannot afford that.
Yeah, it's very concerning.
It's very concerning. We are literally one step away from a revolution in this country. We are literally I'm going to repeat it. We are literally one step away from a revolution in this country. When you have a hungry country that cannot afford food, everybody's upset all the time. The next thing that's going to happen is a revolution. People are going to go out on the street and they're going to fight.
Hopefully it will
If
not
we don't
happen.
do something about it. I'm being really serious right now. If we don't do something about it, something's going to happen in this country. And we don't want that. We want the best for our
I'm
country.
hoping for the best for this country, because this country that's why it's called one of the best country in the world, because it is.
Yes.
But the reality is, the price is getting higher, and
Yes.
I can relate now because I'm living here. I'm a resident here, and
And the people in power are making the wrong decisions. Let's call it for what it is. We don't have to. We don't want to talk about politics, but the people who are making the decisions, the people who are supposed to represent us, the American people, are prioritizing things that don't belong or don't go with the necessities that we have in our country.
yeah,
They're prioritizing other countries instead of focusing on our country, in our people. And that's wrong. I gotta call it for what it is. That is wrong. What do you think?
yeah, that's what I observed that too. That's why it's getting pricey, and a lot of Americans are moving from this country. They went to another country, and they don't want to go back here because it's really expensive here. And
It's super expensive. At Walmart, for I think 1.25 pounds of steak, it's almost $20
wow,
for 1 pound. $20 for 1 pound.
yeah,
Now, thankfully, we found this Asian store. Shout out to how do you say the name of the Asian store?
yen,
Yen.
yeah.
Shout out to the Asian store because they sell the meat is fresh, and I recommend it. Go there, and the meat is fresh and it's a little bit cheaper than Walmart.
Yeah.
So I've been buying the meat there. I don't buy the meat at Walmart anymore. The steak, anyways, because it's just too pricey, too expensive.
Pricey.
So
I didn't know it's $20.
$20 for 1 pound.
That's so.
That's how expensive it is.
And 1 pound is not that big.
I eat 1 pound in like one. I open my mouth one time and the pound is gone. That's how much I eat. 1 pound is nothing.
What was that?
That's nothing.
Yeah.
So we wanted to have this conversation about the prices because we need to create a better way. We need to, especially the people who are in charge of our lives in this country, the government, the senators, the congressmen, all these people. You need to come up with a better plan because we don't want things to get out of hand. And things are going to get out of hand. If they don't fix the groceries, things are gonna get ugly here, and we're gonna end up having to move to the Philippines sooner. Yes. So hopefully that doesn't happen. You know.
Yeah. We will recover.
Yes, hopefully we will recover, but we need to come up with a plan. We cannot keep making life decisions at the supermarket. Should I eat today or should I buy gasoline to go to work?
Yeah, that's really hard decision. Which in fact before it's not. Like,
Exactly. Gas is over $4.
yeah.
Before, if you had a Kia card, it used to take like $35. Now it's almost $50. And I know it's only $25 more,
Yeah.
but guess what? You can use those $25 and buy for groceries.
Buy for rice.
Or buy for rice. Now you can.
Yeah.
Because now you need that card to go to work. So where are we going? Like, what are we doing? Like, seriously, what are we doing in this country? What are we doing? What are we thinking? Are we not thinking with our heads anymore? What are we thinking? Like, are people trying to? Is this like population control? What is this? What's going on? Like, what are we doing here? Are you trying to eliminate us or something? What's going on here?
But I'm hoping that the government will cover this and they will fix this, because this country is really great. People really, as me, came from the Philippines. America is really great, especially in opportunity.
Yes.
Because if you work here, you get like money, especially when you like in the Philippines. If you will send your money in the Philippines and save it there, it's really big.
Yes.
But also, also the people here, we should, those people who are in charge in this, fixing what's going on, they should really, try to fix this and then let the people hear the people.
Yes, listen to the people.
Yeah.
Like the Bible says, Jesus used to say, listen to the children. How about you listen to the people? I'm going to tell you, you said something that makes sense, okay? You come here, you come from another country, you come to the US, to America, looking for the American dream, looking to have a better life, to work, you work hard, you pay your taxes, you send money to your family in your country to help them, right? But when you come to a country where you barely are working just to survive, how are you going to help your family in another country?
Sure.
When you cannot afford, the money you're making is not enough to pay for your bills, it's not enough to pay for food, it's not enough to pay for an apartment. How are you going to have extra money to send to for example, your mom or your dad in the Philippines to help them when you can even survive yourself here? And that's the way we're going. That's what I'm saying. The way we're going in this country, people are not gonna be able to afford anything. And what happens when people feel trapped? What do? People snap and they start doing stupid stuff.
They will explode.
Exactly. They'll start acting up. And then people will say, oh, these people are bad, these people are this, these people are this. No, you put us at that position. You put us in the position where we have to go out on the streets. If things don't change, that's what's going to happen in this country. I know I said it several times, but we have to create conscience.
Listen to
Listen to the people, man. Like, listen to the people. I don't know in what world the senators live or whoever. Do you not live in the country? You don't see what's going on? Because we see it.
Yeah. But I'm really hoping for the best for everyone.
Yes.
Especially us people who works every day for us to feed our family. pay our taxes,
Yes.
pay our necessities and wants. So I'm really hoping for this country.
Yes. I really needed to have this conversation. Thank you for listening to my rant,
Yeah.
because I needed to vent. Like I cannot keep this stuff in. That's the way I am. And as you guys know, you're gonna see on our videos, I don't hold back. When I have to say something, I'm going to say it. I don't care who gets offended. If I think I'm talking about the truth, as long as I'm not, causing anybody to harm themselves. I'm not calling to anything. I'm not asking for people to go out on the street and do stuff. I just want the best for our country, man. Like, that's not too much to ask. We all love this country. We might have different reasons why we love our country. We might not see eye to eye, right? But we all love the country. That's the bottom line. And we want the country to do better. And it was important for us to have this conversation. Please hit like, share, and subscribe so the algorithm can push these videos out there, because we need these videos to go out there. These videos, people need to listen to what's going on. Hopefully this can get to our leaders up there, to the Senate, the people in government. The American people are pleading for you guys to do your job. That's what we're pleading for. Do your job. That's what we voted you for. Do your job. Bring the price of groceries down. It's pretty simple. We make a lot of money in this country. We pay a lot of taxes. There should be plenty of money in this country to bring inflation down. That's all we're asking for. We're not asking for anything extraordinary. We're not asking for extra paychecks. We're not asking for anything. We're asking, keep the prices of the groceries prices down. Keep the gasoline prices down. Just keep life affordable for us. Because what's the purpose of me working if I cannot afford it? I might as well just not work. I don't know. We're going to leave it right here, because I just keep getting more fire up the more we continue to talk about it.
I'm praying, hoping for the best for the country and the people of this country.
Yes, we love America. We love this great country of ours, and we hope everything gets better. We will see you guys on the next video. My name is JC Diaz.
And this is
Ami Diaz. We really, these conversations is important that we have them. Is from our heart, because we just want the best for our country. And from what we've seen, things are getting out of hand. If we don't fix stuff, people are getting fed up. You're gonna see more videos like this on YouTube, because people are getting fed up. People cannot afford anything anymore in this country.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys on the next video. I hope everybody has a great end of the weekend and a great beginning of the week. And always do the best that you can. Don't hurt anybody. Don't do nothing stupid. And say you love your loved ones,
Yeah, true.
We'll see you guys on the next video. See you later.
Peace.
Peace.